champ.
Let's go, champ.
Salutations to the world out there. Today we are just cruising. This is episode 9. You have Kevlar Kes and Mr. Lova.
Don't do that.
I know, right? It's
trying to make me regret my name change.
Nah, man, it's a dope name. Mr. Love. Love Dr. David Love.
People do take the piss constantly, but
as you should. If people don't take the piss, that means that they don't recognize you.
Hey,
your name is recognized, so
like that.
It's catchy, and then you get the jokes and the memes and everything because it's catchy. It's awesome. That's good. It's very, very good. All right. So today's topic is testosterone, not estrogen.
This is estrogen.
Estrogen.
The irony. Estrogen.
The irony. Estrogen. Irony. Now, today's topic is basically testosterone and 10 ways you can boost testosterone naturally. I say naturally, I'm not talking about TRTs, PEDs, HGH, which is basically, PEDs are performance enhancing drugs. TRTs are testosterone replacement therapy. HGH is hormone growth hormone.
Human growth
hormone, sorry. Yeah. Not that. No injections, no tablets, no rub this on your left arm for 2 weeks and then poof. No. None of that. It's just simple things one can do to boost your testosterone. But why are we talking about this now? Here's why. Today, more than ever, a lot of young men have lower testosterone levels that their counterparts had 30 years ago, had 60 years ago, had 50 years ago. A lot of young men today have got their testosterone levels have dropped so hard, so low, so badly. It's just, and people don't seem to understand that it's your environment. It's literally everything around you. Now, one way your testosterone can drop, and I keep saying this, is your balance of hormones. Because we all have testosterone and estrogen, right? One of the ways your testosterone can drop is if your estrogen increases. So an estrogen increase basically means a testosterone drop because it's the balancer. So if you have so let's say 60-40 and test is 60 and estrogen is 40, when estrogen becomes 41, test becomes 59.
Interesting. So then by increasing your testosterone, you automatically decrease your estrogen.
There you go. It doesn't mean it's non-existent. It just means one is superior, one is inferior. That's simple as that. Right. So I want to give 10 different ways we can do this. 10 ways you can do this. Now,
can I ask something before you jump in?
Sure.
What would you say are some of the things that are contributing to the levels of the high levels of estrogen in young men, like from modern day? I guess you'll touch on some of these as you go through the 10 things anyway. But
that's a good question. I like that.
I feel like it'd be interesting to give a little context, kind of like pace, and then lead it.
Yeah. So a few things that affect estrogen rise in men, actually just people generally, men, women, everyone, transformers, everyone, is
Transformers.
Yes, transformers, transmorphers, everyone, everything, right? Because nowadays I can literally go on anywhere and say I'm no longer he and she. That's fine. And I can say I'm no longer he, I'm a goat. Fine, no problem. If you want to be who you want to be, that's you. They say my pronouns or proverbs are he, him, she, her, they, them. I'm cool with that. Me, I'm he-man. Boom. Get mad.
He-man.
Yeah. Simple. I have the power. You get the gist of it. So if I say I'm a god, I'm a goat, I'm a god, I'm he-man, you can't say anything because that means I'm tricky. That means you don't understand what I'm going through. Something like that. But anyway, I digress. Right? So things that affect your testosterone today are chemicals or products of the environment that actually boost your synthetic estrogen. I say synthetic because it's unnatural. When you have things in your body that come in naturally, your body balances out naturally. When it's synthetic or unnatural, your body does not know how to balance and fight these things. So a lot of things, your plastics, you microwave your food, your plastics melt into the food, and actually you eat that, and that turns into synthetic estrogen in your system. The water you drink, there are chemicals in the water to purify the water.
Tap water we're talking about?
Yes, sir. To purify the water.
Yeah, I've heard that about tap water.
If you don't have a filter system, don't drink tap water. So you want to filter that chemical from your water, because what that does is it gives you it turns into synthetic estrogen in your body. Stress does. So there. What you put in your skin as well. Your skin is the biggest organ out there. Your skin absorbs everything. You don't realize it does. So the ones who are making shampoo for you, guess what? They will not, and I repeat, they will not put that shampoo on their children. The ones who make your hair products, your skincare products, they will not ever use that on themselves for their family or their offspring or anyone like that. Why is that? Let that sink in. So if you're using all these creams and all that, so basically, if you are buying products from me and I am not using that product, stop buying from me. Let that sink in. Say it again. If you're buying anything from me that I am not personally using, don't buy it from me. Return to sender, burn it, throw it, just kill it.
So check this out. I saw an advert for a soap recently. I think it was Dr. Squash, some ridiculous name on that. But anyway,
Sasquatch soap.
They were basically talking about how their soap has only got a very few natural ingredients. And it was like some pine tar and few extracts, but it was all very natural, like 3 or 4 ingredients. And what they were saying in this ad was that the soap and the shower gels that most people are using are essentially like detergent.
Yeah. So
which kind of, I never really stopped to think, because I don't look at the ingredients of everything. I'm probably gonna have to start, but it just made me think, wow, like what?
Right.
So what, for example, what do you use in terms of soap and stuff like that?
That depends though. Depends. So there are many places you can go to. I go to African shops and buy my stuff. There are many places you can go to. You can get really good stuff because
like with natural ingredients.
So the soap making process is this. It's called saponification. Chemical engineering. That's like one of the first things we learned. Me, I used to make my own soap before. My own natural herbal soaps, like literally natural soaps, but because I've become so busy, I stopped making it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my chemical labs and start mass producing the same soaps again for you guys, because I make soaps in 4 or 5 different flavors, but it's all natural. It's all natural ingredients. It's great. It's got honey in it as well, so it's great for your system. Now, most soaps out there today, their chemicals in the soap have one job. The job is to make water wetter. That's all it is. But you don't know what's in it. They don't care what it does to your skin.
What do you mean make water wetter?
That's how you clean clothes and clean things. Detergents. The chemicals in detergents basically make water wetter. So for water for your clothes to be dirty, water cannot pass through the clothes as quickly as possible. So when you have a detergent or a soap, the soap's job is to break down the molecules in the water to make it smaller, to make the water thinner. Not smaller, thinner. So it makes water wetter. So all it does is for like an hour in the washing machine, you just have really, really wet water, like thinner water. It just goes through everything, and that's why your clothes get whiter or shinier or whatever. It just makes the water wetter. Forget what the adverts say to you. It's all that stuff on TV just to make you feel good. It's the same chemical compounds in all the soaps and all the companies. They just put the same chemical compounds, just give you a new color. Oh look, blah 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 and blah blah blah. Oh look, this name and this name. It's the same chemicals. It's just different packaging, different flavoring.
And I would assume they're looking at doing it in the cheapest way they can, the most efficient way, rather than the healthiest way.
Yes. That's it. So make it cheap for now, and then in 10 years' time, when you've bought half the country, you can start going, oh, you know what, we're gonna give to charity, or we're making healthcare because people are dying of this thing that we put out in our products years ago. So yeah, most of the chemicals that we have in our products, they've not been fully tested.
As in, not been fully tested on animals, humans, anything.
Not safe for mass production. But it's fine. As long as someone's up there to make money, it's fine. It is what it is, right? It's not the world you like, but it's the world you live in.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it is, so we adapt to it, adjust to it. So anyway, in order to fight the system, or to fight the processes of everything on a daily basis, trying to wear you down and boost your estrogen and kill your testosterone, what you've got to do is you have to hypen up your testosterone. Now here's what it is, right? Here's what's interesting. When I say this is a daily struggle. It's a daily mantra. It's a thing you have to do daily. You know when you say to someone, okay, you need to do squats and sit-ups, and then they do it on Monday, and they don't do it on Tuesday, Wednesday. They just thought you said do it once in your life and that's it.
Yeah.
And you go, no. You need to treat these things like your meals.
Yeah, like eating every day.
You eat every day,
teeth.
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. You shower every day, yes. You brush your teeth every day, yes. You need to do these things every day. You need to give yourself a discipline. It's not once a week, it's an everyday thing. You don't see changes in your life until you make changes in your life.
System.
That's what it is. You know, and this small thing, I said like squats and sit-ups, because what I'm gonna say is about your, what do you call it? It's about your lifting heavy. So one thing to boost your testosterone.
This is number one, yeah?
Yes, number one. Number one, you want to lift heavy. It's so simple. Just say, what's your job? I pick it up, I put it down. I pick it up, I put it down. Simple as that. When I say lift heavy, I'm talking about compound exercises. You need to lift heavy weights. If you're doing 20 reps, it's good, but it's not good enough. If you're doing 10 reps, it's good, but it's not good enough. You need to be doing like your 5 to 7 reps. When you're struggling with 5-7, that's good, because for compound lifting is exercises that basically your whole body has to work, or more than one muscle is working. So when I say lift heavy, the go-to for guys is bench press, right? For most men, the go-to lift heavy is bench press. No, not bench press. I'm talking about things like deadlifts.
Yeah, I like to deadlift last
Exactly.
week.
Deadlifts, squats, clean and press. So exercises that your whole body is using with weights. Compound exercises. You need to lift heavy because you're boosting your testosterone, because your legs are involved, your glutes are involved, your back's involved, your lats are involved. All these muscles are compound, more than one. Muscles are all involved in that one exercise. And that boosts your testosterone naturally. Now what I'm saying is, don't just do it on Monday and quit. That's your regime. Do that twice a week. Monday and Thursday is fine. Put it how you want to put it. Do your compound big core exercises. Lift heavy. That's number one. Any questions, sir?
My question, I guess, would be around that, because I do calisthenics. It tends to be more high rep stuff. Some of the stuff is low reps because of the complexity of it. But I'm curious to know if you're suggesting lifting heavy on those days. On the other days, what form of training would you recommend?
Your same or
I think it's
calisthenics. Your same or calisthenics. Because now here's what I say and do, right? As simple as this, right? You want to balance it out. So if you're doing an hour and a half training, you want to do 1 hour heavy and half an hour light work. You don't just do heavy and leave. No. And for that, when it comes to that kind of balance, you start with the heavy and then finish off your calisthenics. Does that make sense? So example, okay, I'll make you 1 hour, right? 1 hour, because you do that all the time, calisthenics, right? You do 40 minutes of really heavy and then you end it with 20 minutes of calisthenics. Even if it's just to feel the flow, go with the flow, just the motion of it. You understand? Just the motion of it, do that. So it's like I say to guys, say Monday is a chest day, and Monday is a back day, and Tuesday chest day. I say to them superset on a back day. So example, because back day is literally pulling. Anything that's based on pulling, you're working your back. Things based on pushing, you're working your chest, right?
Sure.
So you want to superset 1 pull and 1 push. So you're gonna do a heavy pull. You can do a heavy pull for, let's say, 5 reps. 5 reps, 5 sets. But after you do a heavy pull, 5 reps, do a light push, 10 reps. So I can imagine I can go for a dumbbell row, lean forward, go for a heavy ass dumbbell row, 5 big reps, heavy weights, 5 reps, both hands, drop it down, 10 push-ups. If 10 is too much for me for push-ups, I'll do 5 push-ups. What I'm doing is I'm warming up the push muscles for tomorrow. So Tuesday now I can actually push heavy.
Split routine.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I do at Cali pretty much.
And then the push day, I'm doing the Tuesday. I'm doing supersets with the push and the legs. So I will do 3 or 4 reps, really heavy bench press.
Okay.
And then
Bench press,
put it
squat.
down, do 5 squats. Doing the numbers. So that's getting me warmed up for Wednesday's leg day. So leg day is not so hard anymore, because I'm literally working out my whole body every day, but different parts of focus.
Like that, you're priming the body, priming the neurology.
There you go.
For the motions as
There
well.
you go. So it's not an inactive move. We're actively doing a lot the whole time.
You saying before you're saying 2 days you lift heavy. Now it sounds more like you're saying.
For example, I said like the legs. The example of the legs one is basically.
I guess it depends how much you're splitting the different elements,
exactly.
right?
You want to split how you want to do yourself. So based on what your own personal workout, because everyone's workout is not the same. We're all different. We're individuals. So based on a person's goals, they need to have the Tuesday, the Monday, Thursday for the big weights. On another person's goal, they need to have the pull push on the different. So all these things, everyone's workout regime is different.
Let me ask you this: as someone who trains martial arts, what's your recommendation around weights when it comes to that? Because I guess there has to be a balance so that you're not losing flexibility and speed.
Yep, lift heavy. Something I said about the 40-20. 40 minutes really heavy, 20 minutes back to your usual.
Interesting. And people don't lose.
No.
They don't lose any of their speed or any of their.
Listen, you lose speed when you stop training speed. So you can train heavy. You lose speed when you stop training speed. There are many heavyweights who are very fast because they have the balance. The English fighters, the British fighters who go to 1FC. 1FC is the show where you have lots of Asian fighters, like Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, India. Beautiful. But the English fighters, the British guys are now smashing and winning. Here's why. All they've done is they've changed their workout regime to strength and conditioning. So now they lift heavy twice a week. It does not change their routine. They still do the same everything, but now guess what?
Added that.
Their punches are more punchy. That's all it is. Just add that to it. They now hit harder. They now kick tougher, kick harder. That's all it is. I had a seminar with one of the best fighters in the world in my gym about a month ago or so. Less than a month ago. He said the same thing. that the reason why he started improving his game was all the judge did was just put strength and conditioning in his game. That was it. Added weights to his game. Boom. His testosterone went up like that. Poof. Simple as that.
Very interesting. Like a lot of old school boxing trainers used to say, no weights, because it's gonna take away from your performance.
A lot of old school trainers would break you before you go and fight. So you go fighting injured and tired and hurt. A lot of old school trainers will tell you to spar every day and get punched in the head all the time, and then there are things you can take from the past and the present and make it better. You don't fully rely on one thing all the time.
I agree.
There are many old school coaches that what they did yesterday, it made us tougher, but it made most of my guys none the wiser. Like, you can't do that these days. You've got to change for the times, So that's just the lifting heavy. Another thing that in itself is a whole topic on its own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another thing to do to boost your testosterone is to get a good night's sleep. We had this chat a while ago about your circadian rhythm, your nighttime, your sleep, and everything. A good night's sleep is very, very important. It's very important. I can't stress how important it is, but it's important. 8 hours for some is fine, some is 6 hours, some whatever it is, but you need to clock your good sleep. I don't mean going to bed at 2 a.m. I mean bed 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Good night's sleep.
Yeah, I remember this guy's got a podcast, the Model Health Show, Sean Stevenson, I believe, and he was talking about that money time sleep between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. where you release human growth hormone,
circadian rhythm,
melatonin, and all this really, really good stuff which is going to help your body muscles repair. So
yeah. I was overworked last week, and something happened. Oh, dude, let me tell you right now. So, one thing I know that got my testosterone boosted last week, Friday night. I worked all day. The whole week was basically long days. So late nights, early mornings. Late nights, early mornings. But it was the necessary sacrifice that had to be done, because at that time, this work had to be done now. Sure. Not next week, now. So I had got home on Friday about 11:30, parked my car, took my bags out, just came out of the car, just dragging my feet. I didn't even know. I was knackered. I was beyond knackered, because again, I wasn't sleeping good, so my body was just imbalanced. I was not healing right. I was knackered, and I was just this lady walked past me. On the looks scale, I say she was a 3 of 10. Nothing to look at. Just, hey, how are you? Kind of person. She said to me in the most soft tone ever, welcome, and walked past me. Dude, I lost my shit.
Welcome.
That's it. As in, walking back from the hardest work.
Wow.
Feminine
energy.
Bro. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know what she was. I didn't care what she was, but a woman just said to me in a sincerely, just walk past and just sincerely say, oh, welcome. And that was it. That was it.
Testosterone boosted.
Boom.
It's funny because I was going to add women onto the list in the bonus section.
Like literally said that, and all that was going through my mind was, why can't anyone else say that to me? Because that's all I want to hear. That's all I need to hear. That's all men need to hear, is a genuine welcome. Like, this is Friday, right? Today's next week.
You're talking about
And I'm still thinking about it. Because that got me.
I get it, bro.
And it got me because it's like, we're not getting this these days. Like
It's-
a genuine, like, oh, welcome.
Dude, I
It
get
didn't
it.
cost a penny.
I get it. I can't even explain how much I get it, and it's a shame because I think the majority of women don't understand how powerful that is for us. You know, I heard someone say the other day, if women understood how feminine energy inspires devotion, I think was the word you used, that they would realize just how powerful it is. Because I find when I get that feminine energy from a woman, it's not, how can I put it? It's not a weakness. It's not a thing that, oh, I'm going to exploit this now. I'm getting this kind of cooperation. It's the opposite. Like it makes you feel more masculine. It makes you want to be more in that space of protect and serve.
It makes you want to protect her more.
Do
It
you
makes you
find
want
that?
to
I was
provide for her more.
I was working
It
one
makes you
night.
want to go, you know what, I'll give my life for you.
Exactly.
It makes you want to go, what, how can I make you
How
happy?
can I help you? What can I
What
do?
do you
How can I
need?
serve you?
How can I serve you? How can I make you happy?
I was working one night, and after work, people were sitting around having a drink, and it was a long shift. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna chill for a little while. And I'm chilling, and I got introduced to this one woman. I started speaking to her. Her voice was so soft, it was so gentle. She was like, "Oh, hi, how are you doing?" And she had strong opinions. She was very intelligent. You could see she wasn't a pushover, but her energy was so feminine. I can't even explain. It was like sunshine for her. It was just like, oh my god, this is so nice. Just like, it was like the sun today. You could just sit in it, and I could feel my whole energy being activated. Like I could feel myself just like, woof. And I felt super protective of her. Like I've just met her, right? But I just felt like I got you. Because it was incredible. And like, I find those experiences do not happen every day. Because, you know, women are programmed to be very masculine nowadays.
Anyway,
That sigh. It is what it is.
number 3,
As you keep saying.
reduce the stress in your life. Reduce the stress in your life. Remove the stress in your life. If anything is bothering you, if 10 things are bothering you, make them 9. Because stresses in your life, make sure you don't sleep. Small things, like dude, like I said about the Friday thing, it was literally that.
Dissolve your stress, right?
It just took it away. I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't pay for that. You don't have to go to shopping. It's just that.
It's priceless.
Priceless. It was just welcome, and it just went. And I'm like, just keep talking more.
Just say more
Say
things.
more. Read this script. Read this advert.
You just want to be around that energy, innit? It's so funny. Like it's not like I want. It wasn't even like, oh, you want to have sex or da 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 da.
No.
You just want to be. You just
No
want that
sex.
energy. That was not on your mind,
No
right?
attention. No, that just
Just give me that feminine energy.
just say it again. Just make me feel welcome.
Oh,
That was it.
Man.
Make me feel welcome. Welcome. So yeah, reduce the stress levels. Whatever's giving you stress, cut it out. If it's your own family that's giving you stress, cut it out. Oh no, but it's a family. Okay. If your own family is giving you stress, cut it out. You will learn. Because it helps you set boundaries. If you don't set boundaries for your life, everyone will ride you. It's as simple as that. And we don't want that from you, do we? No, we don't. You ain't no one's punk, are you? No, you're not. You ain't no one's bitch, are you? No, you're not. So make your boundaries, create your boundaries, put your foot down. That way you shall reduce your stress levels.
Yeah, and if I can just jump in on that one, I did the same thing, and I found initially it was challenging because sometimes it's people that you really care about that you're having to like put in those boundaries around. But actually what happens, like you said, is you end up healthier, happier, there's less stress on you, and then people that are more a match for what you really want will show up.
Gravitate
And
towards you.
fill those spaces, because now your energy is different. You're giving off a, I'm not dealing with that bullshit energy.
Yes.
Compared to before, where you're like, I'm open to all the bullshit. You know, whatever you say yes or no to,
Yes.
life will tend to give you more or less of that thing.
Yes.
And I think it's really key to have tools to manage your stress. So I'm sure for you, training's a big one. It's a huge one for me. I use walking as well quite a lot. I find walking a really good way to just de-stress after a long day. I meditate. You know, I think you've got to find your own practices and your own tools that help you, because stress is coming. There's no way you're going to live your life without stress. So it's a question of, you know, how do you manage that on a day-to-day basis rather than letting it build until, you know, you get sick or you have issues.
I think I'll use this term. Find your mountain. Go to your mountain. You need your quiet time.
I like that.
You need your
That's a nice metaphor.
Your space. You need your quiet space. You need your you time.
What's your mountain?
Because every time you go to your mountain, you come back stronger. You come back down when the mountain is stronger. My mountain is just my personal space. I like my personal space because my physical growth comes from my mental growth. My mental growth comes from solitude.
So it's just your time to your
Me time
your alone time.
is my fortress of solitude.
Yeah, same.
It's very important to have that fortress. Because if I don't have that, if we don't have time to reflect on what was and what is, what can be, what cannot be, what is, what isn't. You need that alone time to grow. Because every time I've gone dark, I've gone quiet time, alone time, I've come out and I've grown.
Yeah.
And I could not grow without that quiet time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you need it.
I could not grow.
You need it to reflect.
The thing about again, it goes back to remember what we spoke about last time about the irony of God, which is men need alone time, women need attention. Coin flip. Yeah. That's the beauty of the irony of things, is that one needs that quiet time to thin out the noises and go, okay, what's priority, what isn't priority. That way stress is reduced because you slow things down and you start to see things at your own pace.
Yes.
And you're good as gold.
Yes.
Most stressors is just because things are moving at a pace that we cannot seem to handle. So when you stop, you slow down, you go to your mountain, you then realize, hold on, that which was troubling me was only big because I was in that box. You've now
1000%.
removed yourself from the box and go, yeah, that's what it was. Which now makes you go, okay, from here on out, what's my priority? What is more important, to this or to that? And that's for you in your mountain to decide.
I think the mountain has to be the priority, because that way you come back to life with your cup full, with that energy to actually give and serve and do everything else.
You need your
I
mountain.
found, like,
You need your mountain.
you absolutely need it, and I find that in the morning, even if it's just a few minutes, just having a few moments where I'll meditate, kind of have a little bit of quiet before I start connecting with technology, with people, with everything else. It gives me this space and this calm where life started to slow down to my speed rather than me keeping up with it. I can remember when I used to have, years back, when I'd go to work in the mornings and you'd feel that rush hour energy, right? People trying to get to work, and it was almost this anxiety. And then I found that once I started to meditate, you start to actually feel that and realize, like, ooh, okay, everyone's just caught up in this thing. They didn't even realize they're feeling it. They're waking up, they're drinking coffee, they're rushing. And now, if I'm ever out and I feel that energy around me, it's so foreign to me. It's like I'm from another planet or something, because I'm not just caught in that group think of, oh, let's rush. Like, I'm at my pace now, and I find that things can slow down when you slow down. Your internal perception really shapes what you're experiencing.
And that's the difference between being alone and being lonely. Yep. It's a big difference. When you love yourself, when you have time for yourself, when you love you because you are constantly growing, you cannot wait to be alone. don't fear to be alone, because when you're alone, you're never lonely, because you're in love with somebody that's you, and you can't wait to see you and be with you and spend time with you. When you don't love yourself and you're by yourself, you get lonely, because you don't love the person you are with.
Yes.
You don't see pressure the person you are with. This is why those who are afraid to be alone don't understand why you like to be alone.
Yeah.
Because they fear loneliness. Loneliness only comes when you don't love yourself enough.
I actually feel a little bit emotional. No, because you know what it is? There was a time I didn't love myself. Whereas now, it's just like you said. My favourite time of the day is my time alone, you know?
That's the thing.
My favourite time of the day is when I go for like my morning walk and I just kind of gather my thoughts.
Phases.
It's just like, oh.
We've always been there. We had to be in the lonely phase to get to the alone phase. That's your mountain. You gotta make yourself lonely, and then you embrace the loneliness and go, hold on. I've always loved me from the beginning, which is now going, okay, I'm alone. It's fine. Because this is actually helping me to grow. Dude, it's always been that simple, but nobody wants to hear it. You know. Another thing you can do, sorry, I'm just move forward. Please remember that Magnesium. I've got more on that one, but I got you.
That's a whole subject again, isn't
like
it?
Literally every single of my 10, that's a whole subject on its own.
Any one of them.
Bro, you're telling me. One thing you can do is to cut out sugar. Your sugars.
Oh, yeah, I could do better on this.
Everyone goes, I don't take sugar. I take sugar-free, blah, blah, blah. Aspartame, mate. Stop it. You know better. Stop it. Or you stop my intelligence.
You mean like all them diet drinks and
It's not cola, it's diet cola. Stop it!
Do you know what kills me though? It's so often I see people that's mad out of shape drinking that stuff as well. It's like, what psychological
so basically
delusion is taking place?
In the fitness industry, if you don't look like a fitness expert, you are not going to get clients. Yes, you may know the information here, but a lot of people out there buy from seeing. So if they see you have more body fat than they have, and you are a fitness professional, you may know the talk, but in their eyes you're not walking the walk, therefore you're not fit to teach them. That's how they see it, because 21st century human beings buy with their eyes and their feelings. Whether you like it or not, that's your problem. Me, I don't care. You know? So it's simple as that. Because now with the sugars, you cut out your sugars because the sugars are boosting your estrogen. Here's how. See, when women are on their periods, right? Simple thing. They have an imbalance of progesterone and estrogen, right? Because the hormones for that is basically progesterone and estrogen. Now, to get the balance back, you need high levels of sugar. This is why when women on the period, they crave a lot of sugar, sweet, and blah blah blah, because the body doesn't want it. The body needs the sugar.
So that's because during that time the progesterone is
and
higher.
Estrogen is it's just imbalance. It's just spiking. So it's not higher level. It's just like. So you're gonna get the whole time. All men are bad the whole time. So it's
the cravings is about.
This is why they go. Is my hormones overacting? So all those cravings is the body finding itself balance. So I advise the women I know to go, okay, you need to have your greens because you want to have your zinc balance before your periods and this and that. I give a list of things to do before, during, and after. So like your preparation, your balancing, and then your recovery. So
in those different phases. Yeah.
Because women go for that. Men don't know what women go for. Women go for a lot of imbalance. The young girls don't even know this because schools don't teach them about estrogen and progesterone. They know about estrogen, but not progesterone as much as they're supposed to know. About the constant imbalance and the sugar cravings. They just go, oh, you're going to crave sugar. Okay, cool. Fine, no problem. But that's the thing. So, sugar should be alien to the masculine body.
Boy.
It's as simple as that. Unless you want your estrogen boosted. Cool. Do you? Come on, man. Do you?
Yeah, I've got. I mean, I'm not crazy with the sugar, but I do.
Sugar is not as bad.
Sugar.
Well, sugar is bad actually. The worst drug on earth is sugar. Let's not play with that. The worst drug on earth is sugar. Period. That's it. Another thing you want to cut out is soya. You want to remove soya from your diet. Soya is unnatural. It's not natural. It's synthetic.
It's synthetic. Yeah.
It's synthetic. It's not natural. I don't even know why you're doing it. Like, who sent you? Why?
Who sent you?
Like legit. Like why? Just why? For no reason. It's like almost like, oh look, there's a lion there playing. Let me go and put my hand in his mouth and see what happens. Who sent you? Why? What cacophony, caucasity, concombility, and all the teas in China? Who sent you? Huh? There's almond milk. There's coconut milk. Just there's oat milk. Why soya? Like legit, tell me why.
I don't know. Man seems to have this thing of like, I'm smarter than nature. I just don't get it.
That's good. I don't. But the fact that we're still on this planet and alive today is just sheer luck. Sheer anime luck. Like, we're just lucky to be here right now. There's some guys in space, some kind of galactic federation there, just making sure these fools don't die out before Friday. Like legit. And we're there thinking, when it's not us, this is on the planet. Nah, mate, we're the dumbest. Because we have no clue about how our planet works. We have no clue about anything. Now what's funny is that, oh, we are very technological. No, we're not. But what do you mean? Here's how. You've got a phone, you've got a car, you've got a TV. If that thing breaks down right now, can you fix it yourself? No. Move on. That means you're not tech savvy then. If you're tech savvy, that means you, your kids, your mom, your dad, your gopher, your rabbit can sit down and open that thing and fix it. That's what technologically advanced means. It means everyone can do it on the planet. We're not. We just like have like 100 guys doing it and saying, here you go, monkeys, play with your new toys. Freaking Saiyans. Simple. Next topic. Next one, you want to consume healthy fats. Okay, but there's fat. Yeah. I did say McDonald's. I did not say McDonald's. I say healthy fats. Healthy fats, man.
Oh no. 6.
Things like avocado, olive oils, your peanuts, boom, healthy fats. They're really good for you. In the absence of carbohydrates, your body uses healthy fats for energy. So it's like a keto diet, but I don't use the word diet. It's not interesting because most people use the word diet because they want to, because it's a good sales pitch. Again, humans buy with their eyes, right? Buy with their eyes. But oh, this looks good. The person that's on TV advertising this thing that came out 2 weeks ago looks good, has looked good for the past 10 years. Make that make sense. Think about it. This new product came out 2 months ago. This model has looked like that for the past 10 years. So how did she start taking that 10 years ago to look like that? Because she looks like that naturally. But they're gonna use the model to sell the product because the human eyes buy because they see.
Yeah, you're right.
If
People buy off emotion.
Of emotions and what they see.
Mm.
Oh, if I buy this, I'll look like that. Okay.
It's completely logical.
No, it makes sense. Remember, again, I said we are the smartest on the planet.
I mean, it's logical and it's illogical. It's like in the sense that
No,
we don't use the
Dave,
logical brain to make decisions.
No,
we
we're
use
smart,
the
bro.
emotional brain
No,
to make
bro,
decisions.
I disagree because I feel like it.
I know this. Do you know how often I say something and he starts his reply with no, or it's not.
I know, right?
You're so disagreeable, bro. It's fucking hilarious. And
No, I'm not.
You know what kills it even more? Like half the time he'll go no, and then he'll say something which basically
The same thing.
it's the same thing I said. And I'm like, wait a minute, we agree.
It's for the views, bro. For the views, for the gram, for the likes. You know, because people like to see people disagree. So
Yeah.
Therefore-
That's what it is. He does it off camera too.
my chest. It's not like it's true.
That's why he's laughing so hard.
Because it's true.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's so true. It's all good.
I'll be doing that sometimes. It's fun.
The one thing that I like, and I know you like as well, is intermittent fasting.
Yes.
Oh, gods of Olympus. You love it, you know.
It's powerful, man.
That's
It took me a minute to get used to it, but it's powerful.
Number 7, intermittent fasting. Dude.
Talk to me. What you love about it?
It feels good. There's a power about it.
There's a power, right? Like you feel mentally, spiritually strong.
There's a strength about it. If you as a human being can curb your hunger, if you can resist your hunger, there's nothing you can't resist. One of the worst pains on earth is stomach pain. But your stomachs are so accustomed to having friends every 2 or 3 hours. Hey buddy, hey welcome, hey buddy. You know, because your brain, everywhere you turn around, every advert says, hey look, you're hungry. Hey look, you're hungry. Hey look, you're hungry. There's a queue. When you see a queue every 5 minutes of your life, you think you're hungry. You're not hungry. Most times you're thirsty. Your body needs more fluid than solid. But we don't talk about that, do we? You need more fluid than solid, but guess what? Because it's the same hole that's going through, you now assume or presume that, oh, it's food I need. You're just thirsty. That's why we say things like, if you think you're hungry, have a glass of water, and half an hour later have a coffee, half an hour later drink water again. You spend 2 hours without eating, you're not hungry. You're thirsty, but you think you're hungry because every single cue you see is reminding you about how good that food tastes. And that food tastes good because of its sugar content. Full circle. Again, sugar is addictive. Because you've had that sniff before, you remember, your body remembers how it feels. So your body now craves it again. You want that high, that sugar high again. This is what happens in our world. We're hooked on sugar. Hooked on all these things. So we're not hungry. We don't think we're hungry. We think we're hungry, but we're not. So intermittent fasting is good because after 12 hours, your body is just feeding on its excess fat. Because you've not told your system, listen, we're not gonna eat. Get over it. You get to that phase where you think you're hungry, you might sip water, you can drink your water, fine. But no solids for 12 to 16 hours for starters. A lot of times we go far. Me personally,
what's your eating window?
Man. So let me say I could eat about say 7 p.m. and then on a Monday, and then not eat until 4 p.m. on Tuesday. That's just me.
24 hours.
Yeah, Charlie, I'm different. I'm a bit different. How about that?
So you do what? Do you do one meal a day? Or you do? I'm trying to wrap my head around.
Right. So based on my stomach and how it feels on that day, I might have 1 meal a day. I could do one heavy meal a day. Like I say, 7 p.m. massive meal, 7 p.m. and then eat nothing until 4 o'clock. Have a snack. Have a banana, yogurt, and strawberry. Mix it in a bowl.
Around 4.
Because remember, yogurt is your healthy fat. Yeah, around 4 p.m. So I get to 2. I'm like, eat now. Nah, mate, I'm fine. Eat at 3. Yeah, 3. Nah, I'm fine. So that whole time I'm not eating. I'm having water to keep my brain in check. I'm having water. I'm having green tea or coffee.
Okay.
So there's liquids going on the whole time. It's not dry fasting.
Any like electrolytes or like salt water?
I can have that, but nothing solid.
Yeah.
Nothing solid. Not even protein shake. No proteins. Nothing. Just water and energy.
Interesting. So that's about a 4-hour window then, because you're having the yogurt fruit thing around 4, with big meal around 7. So your window is about 4 hours ish.
Yeah, I try not to do it every other day. I try not every week. So I try and do like say 3-4 days a week.
Like
nowadays.
that.
Yeah.
And
so what I do
days?
other times is other days I go, okay, I don't eat anything till after midday.
Yeah.
So I can have because I work too late, so I can have my last meal at say 9 p.m. and I don't eat till midday, but midday is like 1 o'clock.
Sure.
And then from 1 till 9, I'm grazing. When I say graze, like you saw Dave on the camera, have some nuts, leave it. But how I do now, I just eat slow. So I can have like 4 egg whites, boiled egg whites, keeping the bowl like that. I'm gonna eat those 4 egg whites and some nuts. I will make sure I've eaten that in half an hour. That's crazy. Have a spoon, chew slowly, drink lots of water, move on. So I'm used to having less food in my stomach, more liquids in my stomach. Does that make sense?
You've trained your body.
Exactly, but that's training. But those who have never done it before, I just tell them, here's what you want to do. You want to shift your breakfast 1 hour ahead. Because going cold turkey means you're going to go ham for 2 months, for 6 weeks, and then you quit.
I tried to do 16,
and then when you quit, it's gonna kill you.
I tried to jump straight to 16,
No.
8, and it was a disaster.
12 is fine.
I wasn't hydrated.
Yeah.
Like nah. So
Yeah.
That's when I realized 12
It's good.
is a good starting spot.
So I tell most guys basically, like, if your breakfast is 10 a.m., make it 11 a.m.
I like
That's
that.
all.
Ease into it.
That's it. See how it feels. If your breakfast is 11 a.m., make it 12 noon. That's just it. Like, just be easy. Just a little bit. And then if your dinner is 9 p.m., make it 8 p.m. That's it. Because it's the small changes. And what happens is you're going to get so used to it, you don't even know within 18 hours. You don't know. You just feel more energetic. You feel less nauseous. Your body is a lot better. Your knees feel better. Your joints are a lot better. You are hungry less times. Your clothes fit you more. They fit. Did you know any clothes just fit?
Bro, it was, for me, it was like, at one point I was training a lot, but I still had this little bit of fat around my abs.
And you
when
can't,
I
there you go.
switched to
And you
intermittent
kept thinking, okay, if I do 100 more
I kept
sit-ups
on
a day,
doing more reps.
yeah, here we go.
Wasn't
Nah,
working.
mate, fast.
As soon as I did intermittent fasting,
Boom.
it just melted away, and I was just shredded. And I was like,
Yeah, it vexes me when I see guys go, oh, buy this tablet now, and then it will help you lose belly fat. No, the quickest way to lose belly fat is intermittent fasting.
That was the final piece of the puzzle for me, man. And I was like, wow. And then what really shocked me, like you said, around the energy, is I thought, okay, if I don't eat breakfast, I'm going to be really tired. But actually, the energy that your body uses up digesting is now freed up. And so then I found all my mental fog is gone. Like my mind just feels sharp. And I have this kind of You know, I think of it as like, you know, if you think of like a lion who's like fed and he's fat and he's just sitting around, right?
Yeah.
Compared to a lion who's hungry, right? And it's that kind of energy you have when you fast. Like your mind feels sharp.
So when we
keen,
when we
you feel hungry, not just like you feel physically, mentally hungry to like do stuff.
You want to go.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like a fighter. You feel like a
There's
lean,
drive.
mean, motivated kind of animal. So
here's why we get tired when we eat. When we eat, when we get tired, right? Why we get tired is because the blood. So your stomach needs, your body needs blood to function, right? When there's food in your stomach, there's blood being sent from the brain and other body parts to your stomach to go and make that food digest, to break it down from solid to liquid form. This is why when you have liquids, you don't get the itis. When you have solids, you get the itis, because the blood in your system is forcing the stomach to break down the food from solid to liquid. Blender, basically blending the food, and then you don't have enough in the brain, in the fingers, and the body to do what you need to do. That's why I tell my guys in the morning, you want to train empty. Oh,
that's the best. Training fasted, you feel like a warrior.
You can have a coffee sip. I don't mind, like an espresso, cool, but no banana, nothing else. No that. And they go, and then they train and they go, wow. And then the ones who feel lethargic in training are the ones who ate before training.
It was so counterintuitive to me when I started to see this stuff, because I didn't think you'd be able to train without eating something.
No, that meme where like the guy's looking like. I keep saying all the time.
The one where it's like.
That's the like.
When you start to feel advised by your own advice, right? You know, that meme, but he's like. That's exactly what it's like.
That's what it's like. Like, wow, that's it. Like, stay empty. When I'm teaching, training, the whole day, my most progressive days are my most empty days.
Same.
When I'm empty, I'm
same. You're sharp.
I'm firing.
Sharp. Your brain's just
firing.
Your brain's just working.
I'm like, what you got? Energize me. Let's go. I'm good. Let's go. Simple as that. Well, you know, you see adverts here, eat this, don't cook, just eat this one, that one. Yeah. It's cool. Me, if I'm in the food industry, I'll be like the same thing, like, hey, look, just eat this. Just eat this.
And a lot of people around you are eating as well. I mean, it depends who you're around.
A lot of people want to be in that matrix. It's cipher. You know the truth, but the truth is hard.
The truth is hard, man.
You know the truth, but you're like, please, I'm tired of this. Plug me back in. That's our worry, because everyone is cipher, because everyone knows the truth. So what I'm saying is, I'm not teaching you something new. I'm reminding you who you are. It's not new. It's not new at all. Not at all. Number 8. Get you some magnesium and some zinc. Now you can get it in the tablet form, or you can get it in the natural way. You know, eat the right foods. But if you're not eating the right food, then zinc tablets are awesome for you. Because I said, cut down your dairy, but fish is good.
I don't do dairy anymore, actually. I was kind of surprised when you said yogurt, because I just
yogurt, listen.
I don't do dairy.
See, if I say yogurt, right? Tom, Dick, and Harry will hear, 5 tubs of yogurt, mate. Kev said yogurt, so I'm gonna have all the yogurt. No, just a little bit. I'm gonna go, hey buddy, nah, it's free week. No, I do have yogurt. It's good for your gut.
Which yogurt do you
I use Alpro.
Oh, okay.
Product placement. Hey, Alpro. Sponsor me, Alpro. Hey, money in my account. Hey, she must take my money. I use Alpro. Oh, product placement. I like that. Yeah, so beans, yogurt, cheese, fish, beef,
dried fruit.
They've got magnesium and zinc in them. It's very good. Number 9. Consume more protein. Simple as that. I ain't gonna tell you. It's manly. Protein. 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 Just eat more protein. That's all. Last but not least,
Number 10.
is what we've been doing the whole time. Getting more sunshine. I've been laughing so hard today. My chest hurts. I'm like, yeah, get more sunshine. Get some sunshine. Simple. Boost your vitamin D, your testosterone levels, boost them all up. Get some more sunshine. I believe you had a few bonuses. Bonuses?
Myself?
Bonuses?
Bonus-I, yeah.
Bonuses.
The first one that came to me was cold showers. I started taking them about 5-6 years ago. And it was initially just a challenge because I don't like the cold. But what struck me immediately was just the energy boost that came. My skin felt real smooth, and then I went online and had a look, and I found out, you know, it helps your cardiovascular system, boosts your testosterone.
Alright.
Has a whole bunch of different benefits, cold showers and cold exposure. So if you're not into that, I definitely recommend looking up cold showers.
I've got a few questions for you, mate.
Questions?
Ain't that some white boy stuff?
So,
Ain't that some white boy stuff? Said it again.
what is wrong with you, man?
Mate, it's cold already.
What is wrong with you?
It's cold already.
What's this got to do? Black or white? Like, either the shit works or the
Everything!
shit don't work.
So, let me tell you.
Oh, God.
I do a karate style called Kyokushin Karate.
God.
I do a karate style called Kyokushin Karate.
God.
It's the most brutal karate out there on the
I'm
planet.
familiar with it. I remember sparring
No,
with the
you
guy,
are.
Kushinka guy was. I was
They
like,
they ain't.
these people are not
So,
mentally
Kyokushin
well.
Karate, we crazy, right?
Yeah, no, you are.
Every January, we go to Scotland to go and train under the waterfalls. When I say we, it's all of them except me.
Because that's white boy stuff. Is that what you?
Nah, because it's cold.
Listen, it's fucking hard. Like, I've got used to it now, but even now, there's times when I'm like,
Alright.
let
me help you.
But you know what else? Let me finish.
No. I will help you.
It's my bonus, yeah. Let me finish. Let me finish.
I'm helping you.
Let me just say this real quick. At first, when I was doing them, like the first time I did one, I was like, Bamba. I was literally started like cussing in patois because it was just the shock was extreme. But afterwards, I just felt like a Spartan.
Okay.
And then I carried on doing them. And now, if I try and take a warm shower, if I'm honest, I just feel like a bitch. Like I just feel like I feel lazy. I feel like my energy feels like.
Thank you. Wait, that's you.
This is
I
called
like
listening
this.
to reply. Yeah, it's like
Thank you.
Right, go on. Now back to me.
So, having cold showers is hard. Yeah. Having hot showers is hard. Choose your hard.
Or you can do a contrast shower, do warm, then go to cold.
I'm an adult. I ain't doing that. I'm an adult. I ain't
Hot showers are good too, innit?
I'm joking. No. So what I do is like for the cold showers, I don't go cold directly. I go hot, and I go warm, and I cut it down. So I get my body first balanced in water first, then I bring it down. But ordinarily, I'm not going to Scotland in January, telling you minus something, please. I'm not doing that with you guys. I don't care. I'm not doing
I would do that actually.
You.
I like challenges, man. I don't know, like, even though, like, because it's actually better to do a contrast shower, but I didn't know that. When I first started, I just went straight to cold, and it was just...
January 2023, I will buy you tickets. We'll go together. Me, I will hold the camera. I'll hold the camera. Like, I'm fine here. Because one, I'm not walking around Scotland. Wait, see, you hear what you want to hear. Let me tell you how it goes, right?
You're funny, bro.
I'm not walking around Scotland in white trousers, in my gi, obviously, and topless. No. Let me finish. It's not the shower as a problem. Topless and trousers, only trousers, no shirt. In January weather, no gloves, no shoes. No shoes! Fuck off! buy tickets for you. I'll film you.
Oh man, you're funny.
Yeah, that's when I go, okay, I'm African. I want
This is where
I want to
draw
put
the
my
line.
foot on sand, 32 degrees weather, and go, hey, Charlie. See when ya. Give you Lion King lyrics now from everything. Stop it. But I'm a friend. I'll support you in anything. I will support you all the way. I will film you. I say, David, who sent you? I'm by your side the whole time. Unless when you go under the water, bro. Waterfall, fam. Nah, bro. It's like 1,000 punches of ice punches, like and it's freezing. I'm not doing. I'm not doing.
I'm telling you to do it. It just takes you to a different space. Like what I found with cold showers was, I was thinking, how do I mentally do this? Because every morning I was like, oh my god. And at one point I was trying to like say stuff to myself in my head, or try and like, and the longer you put it off, the worse it is. And then I found at a certain point, you have to be just very, very present. So when the cold water hits you, you have to just kind of go, just be there in that moment. Not like try and pull back from it, not tense up, but just completely, like, me. You have to like just completely be, it's like a meditation almost.
I'm not doing it. In my house, yes. Scotland, no. Do you know what Scotland heat is?
I've
17 degrees, bro.
I've heard how cold it is there still.
Why?
And how many days? They walk around for like a couple days, or what do they do exactly? How long they go up there for?
That day, go first thing in the morning.
Uh-huh.
You can spend the night there. Come back next
Okay.
day. A couple of days there. Nah, bro, you're gonna go there and freeze your ass off. And I'll be there just to make sure you don't die of hypothermia. Like, hey, my friend is there. Carry blanket.
I was, you know, when I first learned about all this stuff, I was studying Wim Hof, and I was actually doing some a little bit of cold training, so like ice baths and shit like that. So I would probably do some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, it's nice. I like Wim Hof. Like, do not overtrain. Another bonus. Because we tend to do that, overtrain. We want to get there, push and push and push, and not take time off. It kind of goes the same with the fasting thing, which is you want to fast, but not overdo it. You want to train, but not overdo it as well. And last bonus.
Quick question in terms of not overtraining. How many rest days, or in terms of rest, how do you manage that?
It's your body. It's how you feel.
Yeah.
If you go hard on Monday, you should not go hard on Tuesday. Like impossible. Just not happening. Alright? One should not, if you go ham on Monday, go easy on Tuesday. You know, if you need to train 4 days a week, you cannot train 4 days hard. Your body can't take it. That's overtraining. So like the whole front and back thing. So if I go hard back on a Monday and I'm knackered on Tuesday, I can go Tuesday, but I'll go easy. And I'm not gonna go hard. I'll just go like so, literally so easy. Yeah, Tuesday I'll go so easy, but I'm going with the flow. I'm going with the motions.
Yeah, and you can train different body parts like as well, so that
There
way
you go.
you're giving this one a rest on this day.
There you go. See, we get it. Last of the bonuses, bony, alcohol. Alcohol consumption weakens you. Every sip of alcohol you have weakens you. You don't like it, but that's what it is. Alcohol weakens you all the time. Every drop weakens your whole body, drops your testosterone. Not even just that. For every ounce of alcohol you consume, you need 8 ounces of water to help that wash out of your system.
Jeez.
Yep. For every ounce of alcohol consumed, you need 8 ounces of water to wash that out of your system. So whatever you're drinking, you need 8 times that to clean yourself up. All that hangover, fatigue. I don't like to feel weak. I enjoy feeling strong. I like to feel strong at all times. I don't care what you say. I don't like to not feel strong. That's not me. Maybe you? Good. It's not me. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not at zero alcohol. I'm definitely not at zero alcohol, but I know you mean. Times when I used to drink. There's a time when I used to drink every day, and it's just not even. It's not even enjoyable at that point.
Now here's what's crazy. Now there are a lot of guys who have very, very high testosterone levels, very high. Now these are the things they have to do on their list. These are the things, the opposite of things on their list they have to do. They now have to consume lots of sugar to cut down their testosterone. Ain't that a bitch?
Interesting.
Yes. So again, this list is for those who have low testosterone, who want to boost it. But for those who have high testosterone, now a lot of men from when their testosterone kicked in had what we call priapism. Right? Priapism is when you have those unexpected boners, those erections out of nowhere, and it's just there, you know. But then everyone goes, "Oh, he's thinking about dirty." No, it's not. It's just there. It's priapism because your testosterone is high. Just when guys have like
just like random boners.
Random boners.
Still get those, man.
Random boners, wet dreams, all that. No. I'm saying boners that just won't go away. I'm saying those ones like you had the boner for 4 hours, your headache is just killing you because there's no blood there, it's just there. Those ones that just won't go away, right? And wet dreams and all these things. Those are signs of high testosterone. You understand? So
these geniuses.
Right. So those are signs of high testosterone. So the opposite is what they want to do. Up your sugar levels, up your carb levels, all these things. It's crazy. Well, obviously, do more sports, lots of sports, because you want to burn the energy in your system.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think combat sports, especially, are really super good for boosting that testosterone, man.
A lot of parents, I think, especially mothers, don't seem to grasp that young boys need spaces where they can actually expel all that energy.
Yes.
It's like, why are you so active? It's just there. They're just naturally hyperactive. Their body is supposed to be that way. It's, since we're going to use the excuse of our periods and us acting up, it's hormones. That's it, because their hormones make them act like that. So young boys with that much, those hormones will tend to lash out and act up all the time because you're not giving them a place or a space to expel the energy. They have all that kamehameha all being packed up, but you can't expel it.
Yeah.
That's that.
One more bonus I would add is like not too much of the old and the porn.
Semen retention.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what's mad about that? Some people will say have sex to boost the testosterone. Some will say don't have sex to boost the testosterone. Both sides are right and both sides are not right. Does that make sense?
It does.
When you are audience, so for those who, when you have sex, it immediately boosts your testosterone, but then afterwards just drops it down. That's what's crazy. So to stay balanced that way.
Is that whether you release or not? That's if you release.
See, Now we're going in depth. When you bust a nut, testosterone goes whoop and it goes down boom.
Okay.
When you don't release, you keep your test levels at that level. But this is the problem we have with today's society. A lot of men out there don't have mental fortitude of control.
Yes.
So when they get in there, they're so excited they just want to wrap one up. You know, and it's weird to say to a man, have sex but don't come.
But you know what I find is that it's such a double-edged sword, because like, yeah, if you have that release, it feels amazing and the rest of it, but I can feel the difference in my energy afterwards if I release or if I don't.
Yeah.
And if I don't, it's almost like the intermittent fasting thing again, right? It's like the level of control you feel and strength you feel in yourself to not do that. It's just different, man.
It's crazy, bro.
It's different, but it takes strength,
willpower.
Yeah, a lot of willpower.
And
even women will sometimes just look at you like you're crazy, like what, you're not gonna what?
Well, on the female side, it's like it's quite insulting and demeaning for women.
If she, yeah, I think a lot of women will take it personally like that.
A lot of men take that personally. It's like, I'm not good enough to make you come.
Yeah. It's funny. I heard Steve Jobs used to like tell women, like, no, I'm saving that energy for what I'm creating with my purpose. So we'll have sex, but I'm not releasing. But you're right. I think a lot of women do take it as their.
It's personal, bro. It's personal. It's hurtful because guys don't tell women the truth. Women are used to getting pleased or being told what they want to hear, but not truth. So when you give, this is how things are, this is what we're doing as well, they don't like it. No one likes it.
Yeah, but it's so funny though, because women always say, oh, I want a man that's honest, but then when you're actually honest, in most cases, they're not like, oh, thank you. It's, I don't know, it's a weird one.
Isn't that Plato? The man who is most hated is one who tells the truth.
Yeah.
That's Plato.
Nietzsche said, you can measure the strength of a man's soul by how much truth he can bear.
That is so true, you know.
One of my favourite quotes, man. Damn. Yeah, no, the truth is not popular. Excellent work, sir.
Alright, everyone, it's been emotional. Have a good day. Blessings.